Have you ever looked at a woman and quietly wondered, why doesn't she feel it for me, even though I'm doing everything right? Why does attraction seem so effortless for some men and painfully impossible for others? And more importantly, what if I told you that desire is not created by clever words, not created by flirting tricks, and not created by chasing someone who has already decided she's not interested? Today I want to show you something deeper, something uncomfortable, something most dating advice avoids. Inspired by the psychological work and insights often discussed by Dr. Ramani and filtered through a stoic lens, this video is not about manipulating women. It is about removing the very behaviors that quietly destroy your emotional gravity. If you stay until the end of this video, your entire approach to attraction will change. And yes, before we begin, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel and watch until the end, because this one can genuinely reshape how women experience you. Let's begin. Let me say something first that might hurt a little. If a woman is not interested in you right now, your job is not to convince her. Your job is to become someone whose emotional presence feels different, not louder, not more impressive. Different, because attraction is not logical. It is neurological. It happens in the nervous system before it ever reaches conscious thought. And most men fail not because they are unattractive, but because their emotional energy communicates need, pressure, and instability. That is not seductive. That is exhausting. One of the biggest psychological mistakes men make is this. They treat desire as a persuasion problem. They think, if I explain myself better, if I show her how good I am, if I prove my intentions, if I give more attention, then she will finally see my value. But here is the brutal truth. Human attraction does not respond to explanation. It responds to emotional experience. A woman does not fall for what you say. She responds to how regulated your emotional state feels in her presence. This is something Dr. Ramani often explains when speaking about emotional dynamics and relational power. People are drawn toward emotional stability. They pull away from emotional volatility. And most men unknowingly leak emotional volatility in small, invisible ways. Let me show you exactly how. When you meet a woman and she seems distant, what happens inside you? Do you become tense? Do you overthink your next message? Do you feel pressure to perform? Do you start adjusting your personality slightly to fit what you think she wants? That inner shift is everything, because your nervous system just moved into seeking mode, and seeking mode is not romantic. It is survival. Women can feel when a man is trying to stabilize himself through her reactions. They may not consciously name it, but their body feels it, and the body decides attraction. Here is the first real truth you must understand. If you want a woman to desire you even when she is not initially interested, you cannot build desire while using her attention to regulate your emotions. The moment you start using her replies, her smiles, her interest, or her approval to feel okay inside, you have placed her emotionally above you, not socially, emotionally. And desire does not flow upward toward emotional dependence. It flows toward emotional self-sufficiency. This is where stoicism becomes extremely powerful in dating. Stoicism is not about being cold. It is not about being silent. It is not about being distant. It is about emotional sovereignty. It is about being internally governed. You are calm because you are calm, not because she validated you. You are grounded because you are grounded, not because she responded quickly. You are confident because you trust your own internal structure, not because someone desired you. This is magnetic, because it signals psychological safety. Most men think attraction comes from intensity, but intensity is unstable, and instability is not erotic. Stability is when you speak slowly, when you pause without anxiety, when silence does not scare you, when her disinterest does not threaten your self-worth. You create emotional contrast. You feel different from the emotional chaos she is used to, and difference creates curiosity. Here is something very important. A woman being not interested does not always mean she has evaluated you fully. Often it simply means your emotional presence did not register as distinct. You blended into the emotional noise. You felt predictable. You felt safe but not grounded. You felt polite but not centered. You felt attentive but not rooted. And rooted presence is rare. Let me explain what rooted presence actually means. Rooted presence means you do not rush emotional moments. You do not rush conversation. You do not rush connection. You do not rush comfort. You do not rush intimacy. You allow emotional space to breathe. Most men suffocate emotional space. They fill every pause, They clarify every silence. They over-explain every reaction. They try to remove all uncertainty. But uncertainty is not a problem. It is a doorway. Here is a subtle shift that changes everything. Instead of asking yourself, how do I get her to like me? Ask yourself, how stable does my nervous system feel right now? Because women are not reacting to your words. They are reacting to your emotional rhythm. If your rhythm is rushed, if your rhythm is tight, if your rhythm is reactive, if your rhythm is approval-seeking, her body quietly closes, not consciously. Physiologically, now let's talk about something uncomfortable. Many men try to create desire by being overly emotionally available very early. They share too much. They open too fast. They express too quickly. They reveal emotional dependency disguised as vulnerability. But vulnerability is not emotional unloading. True vulnerability is emotional responsibility. It is the ability to hold your emotional weight without handing it to someone else. A man who can sit inside his own uncertainty without needing reassurance is far more attractive than a man who performs emotional openness to create connection. One of the most powerful ways to trigger curiosity in a woman who is not initially interested is this. Stop explaining yourself, not in a rude way, in a grounded way. You do not need to justify your lifestyle. You do not need to justify your goals. You do not need to justify your values. You do not need to justify your pace. You simply live them quietly, consistently. And consistency creates safety. Now let me show you something that almost no dating advice talks about. Women are deeply sensitive to emotional leadership, not control. Leadership. Leadership is not dominance. It is not loudness. It is not confidence theater. Emotional leadership means you remain emotionally centered even when the emotional environment shifts. If she is playful, you remain calm. If she is distant, you remain calm. If she is warm, you remain calm. If she is unsure, you remain calm. Your emotional state does not swing with hers, and this is deeply grounding to experience. Let me ask you something very honestly. When a woman pulls back slightly, do you pull forward emotionally? Do you compensate? Do you increase attention? Do you try harder? That compensation is the exact moment desire collapses, because you are showing her that her emotional availability controls your internal state. And when someone controls your internal state, they cannot desire you. They can only manage you. Here's the Stoic reframe. You are not here to be chosen. You are here to be aligned. Your job is not to chase interest. Your job is to live in emotional coherence. If a woman enters that space, she experiences stability. If she leaves that space, you remain stable. That is power. Quiet power, unspoken power. Now let's talk about emotional containment. This is one of the most attractive traits a man can develop. Emotional containment means you do not leak your inner anxiety into the interaction. You do not express every fear. You do not verbalize every insecurity. You do not process your uncertainty out loud in real time. You process internally. Privately, you regulate yourself. Then you show up. Calm, present, unburdened. This creates emotional lightness. Think about the men women often describe as mysterious. It is not because they hide information. It is because they do not emotionally chase response. They are not trying to extract emotional feedback. They are not fishing for validation. They are emotionally full before the interaction even begins. That fullness changes everything. Now I want to address the title directly. How can you make a woman desire you even if she's not interested? Here's the uncomfortable answer. You don't make her. You make yourself emotionally distinct. Desire cannot be forced, but emotional contrast can be created. And contrast triggers attention. Attention creates curiosity. Curiosity opens emotional availability. Let me give you a very practical example. Imagine you speak to her. You are relaxed. You do not rush to impress. You are playful without needing reaction. You listen without trying to perform. You speak clearly and slowly. You leave pauses. You allow silence. And when the interaction ends, you leave without emotional residue. No follow-up anxiety. No message rewriting. No emotional checking. No internal spiraling. That emotional clean exit is powerful because it communicates abundance without words. Most men ruin their emotional leverage after the interaction, not during it. They go home and emotionally collapse into overthinking, and that emotional collapse shows up in their next message. Their tone changes. Their rhythm tightens. Their language becomes cautious. Their emotional hunger leaks. And women sense this instantly. Here is a difficult truth. You cannot build attraction with someone while secretly being afraid to lose them. Fear of loss creates emotional contraction, and emotional contraction repels, even if you hide it well. Your nervous system does not lie. Now let's talk about one of the most misunderstood ideas from modern psychology: boundaries. Not boundaries as rules, boundaries as emotional structure. A man with boundaries does not overextend. He does not rearrange his entire life for attention. He does not abandon his routine for possibility. He does not pause his personal growth for potential. He remains anchored. This anchoring is felt, and it is extremely attractive. Here is something Dr. Ramani often emphasizes when discussing relational dynamics. People unconsciously test emotional structure. They push. They withdraw. They fluctuate. They become inconsistent, not always intentionally, but biologically, to see what holds. A man who collapses emotionally under inconsistency feels unsafe. A man who remains emotionally centered feels grounding, and grounding creates desire. Let me say something very directly to you. You do not become more desirable by being more available. You become more desirable by being emotionally fuller. Availability without fullness is emotional hunger. Fullness creates generosity. When you are emotionally full, your attention becomes a gift, not a request. Now let's talk about emotional pacing. One of the fastest ways to kill emerging attraction is emotional acceleration. You accelerate emotional intimacy before emotional resonance has stabilized. You try to fast-track closeness. You try to fast-track trust. You try to fast-track exclusivity. But emotional systems need rhythm. They need predictability. They need gradual safety. Desire grows in emotional breathing space, not emotional pressure. Here is a powerful internal rule to adopt. Never speak from emotional urgency. Only speak from emotional clarity. Urgency creates distorted communication. Clarity creates grounded communication. A woman feels the difference. Another subtle but critical point. Do not perform confidence. Embody comfort. Confidence can be faked. Comfort cannot. Comfort comes from self-acceptance, from emotional self-trust, from knowing you will be okay whether she chooses you or not. That internal security is deeply attractive because it signals emotional adulthood. Now I want you to understand something very important. Attraction is not a reward for good behavior. Being nice does not create desire. Being respectful does not create desire. Being kind does not create desire. Those are baseline human qualities. Desire arises when emotional polarity exists, and emotional polarity is created by grounded presence meeting emotional openness, not by chasing approval. Here is another major mistake. Many men try to appear emotionally unbothered while being deeply emotionally attached internally. That creates emotional incongruence, and emotional incongruence is felt as discomfort. True emotional detachment is not emotional suppression. It is emotional independence. You are emotionally connected, but not emotionally dependent. This difference changes how women experience you. Let me slow this down. You are allowed to care. You are allowed to desire. You are allowed to feel attraction, but you are not allowed to make your emotional stability dependent on her reaction. That is the line. That is the discipline. That is the stoic edge. One of the most powerful shifts you can make is learning to tolerate emotional ambiguity. Not knowing where you stand, not knowing how she feels, not knowing what will happen. Most men panic in ambiguity. They try to close it. They try to define it. They try to control it. But emotional ambiguity is fertile ground for desire, because imagination activates emotion. Certainty closes emotional loops. Now let's talk about silence. Silence is one of the most underused emotional tools in attraction. Silence allows emotional tension to settle naturally. Silence gives space for curiosity. Silence allows her to emotionally process you. But silence must be comfortable, not passive-aggressive, not withdrawn, not wounded. Comfortable silence comes from emotional containment, from being okay without stimulation. Another subtle shift. Stop narrating your internal state to her. You do not need to say, "I was worried you didn't reply. I thought I annoyed you. I hope I'm not bothering you." These statements feel honest, but they leak emotional insecurity. Process those feelings privately, then show up regulated. Here is something very important. When you stop chasing emotional reassurance, your presence becomes heavier. Not in a dark way, in a grounded way. Your words carry more weight. Your attention feels rarer. Your energy feels less scattered. This is what many women describe as chemistry, but chemistry is just nervous system alignment. Let me show you what emotional sovereignty actually looks like. You enjoy the interaction, but you do not cling to the outcome. You invest attention, but you do not invest identity. You open emotionally, but you do not collapse emotionally. You remain whole before, during, and after. That wholeness is deeply attractive. If she remains uninterested, you remain respectful. You remain centered. You remain warm. But you withdraw your emotional investment gracefully. No resentment. No over-explaining. No bitterness. This emotional maturity alone can radically change how you are perceived, because most men react emotionally when rejected. You remain steady. That stands out. Let me be very honest with you. Not every woman will desire you, and that is not a failure. That is biological reality. Your job is not universal appeal. Your job is emotional integrity. When you live in emotional integrity, your attraction becomes cleaner, stronger, more polarized, and far more effective. Now, before we close, I want to leave you with one final truth. If you remember only one thing from this entire video, remember this. Women do not desire the man who tries to be chosen. They desire the man who is already emotionally chosen by himself. Your nervous system becomes the invitation. Your emotional stability becomes the signal. Your presence becomes the message. So what should you actually practice? Not techniques, not scripts, not lines. Practice emotional containment. Practice not rushing to repair discomfort. Practice not chasing reassurance. Practice allowing silence without tension. Practice being rooted in your own rhythm. When you stop using connection to regulate your emotional state, your presence starts doing the work for you. And that is how desire is created quietly, even when interest was never there in the beginning. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.